Hi everyone, Dervla Clark here, and today I am going to continue talking about the powerful energy of September. So I hope that I do have some live viewers. If not, I'm just going to keep going and you can listen to the replay. And please do share it with your friends. Click on the get notifications. You'll be notified as to when I'm going live. And I'm going to focus my live streams more or less. I may go and discuss different topics as well in September around the gold energy, and I'm focusing on wealth and abundance in that way. So I see we've 2 live viewers. Great, down to 1. So if you just let me know who's watching and where you're from. Okay, gone again. Right, I know it takes a while sometimes for people to settle into the live streams because I know we can be scrolling. Inge, how are you? Yeah, so I'm on my mission today. I'm talking about gold and prosperity and wealth and abundance. So today I'm just talking, I just feel drawn to doing a few things, but I'm going to talk about just ask yourself the question, does it feel safe for you to be wealthy, financially wealthy? And just tune into your body and see what does that bring up. On a scale of 0 to 10, how safe does it feel for you to be wealthy? And you can just write your number down and just notice, where are you feeling any energy in your body that's bringing up a lack of safety? Because money is energy. And for us to be able to hold on to money, for us to be able to circulate money, to attract money, to save money, to build on our financial wealth, we need to be very grounded and connected. And we also need to be connected to, whether you like to call it spirit, the universe, God, whatever works for you, or the sky. We need to be connected from above and below. And safety links to our base chakra, which is the chakra of survival. So sometimes when we come into the world, we may not necessarily feel safe even as a young baby, because we may have had a traumatic birth, or we may have picked up trauma in the womb from maybe that our mum was going through at the time, or that there might have been stuff going on in the household that us as babies were picking up, and we come into the world not feeling safe. And I've certainly seen this in matrix birth reimprinting sessions that I've done on myself and that I have done with other people as well. So it's, how safe does it feel for you to become wealthy? And what does wealth mean to you? It means different things to different people. And today I'm focusing on money, because money is tangible. Oh, hi Rachel, how are you? You're welcome. Yeah, you can. I'm literally just on a few minutes, so you haven't missed too much. You can just listen to the very start of it again. So delighted you can join me. So I was just talking about safety, Rachel, and asking yourself the question, on a scale of 0 to 10, how safe does it feel for you to be wealthy? And even if you want to post in the comments below, if you were to put a number on what financial abundance means to you. Is it having 100,000 euros in the bank? Is it being a millionaire? What is it? What would really allow you freedom financially to go and do and be and have what is your birthright, what you're here to have? And even if you don't feel safe sharing that, you can just even message me later or private message me, and I can do some tuning into it and just see what's going on. So that's the first thing, about how safe does it feel. Now, for us again to be in balance, we need to priority is to care for ourselves, and for us to be open to receive. We can be very great, particularly I think women tend to be, and this is no disrespect to men, but women tend to be more of the natural carers or nurturers. There are some fabulous men out there, but I think because women have children, it's our innate sense for most of us to be very nurturing. So it's about, we tend to put everybody else first instead of ourselves, which can deplete our energy and sometimes makes us feel maybe sad, maybe resentful or whatever. So there are different elements into balancing our energy so that we're open to receive money. And even, so maybe if you can just let me know, does it feel safe for you to receive lots of money? Rachel, Inge, if you're still here, or anybody else watching the replay, what is your idea of financial wealth? What would it bring for you? What would being financially secure, well off mean for you? What would it bring to you emotionally? What emotions, what feelings would it bring to you? Because basically it's the law of attraction is working on our vibration. So the more we look after ourselves, the higher our vibration is, the more open energetically we are to receive abundance from the world. However, if we've had trauma in our lives as young girls, young boys, and throughout our lives, we can hold on to heartache and pain. We can hold on to unresolved heartache and pain. And we can almost take this subconscious belief that it's not safe for me to open up to receive love, because money is energy. Money is also linked to the sexual chakra, to the creative chakra. And if we're closed down to loving ourselves, to loving others, we're actually shutting off the supply of wealth and abundance of all sorts to come into us. And there's so much material that I can go into here. So I'm just talking intuitively what's coming to me now. So just let me know, does that make sense? Does what I'm saying make sense? And even just to tune into our hearts and just ask the question, or just say out loud, I'm open to receive wealth and abundance. Okay, yes, no debts and the ability to help others. 100,000 euros to set up an artist co-op, brilliant, and small art shop, the freedom to grow and happens. Brilliant. So you have a clear vision, Rachel, which is great. Okay, so what I would say to you is, if you can get a pen and paper, if you can do it while we're on the call, or do this later on, get your journal out and write down no debts. What specifically does that mean for you? You can list whatever debts you may have at the moment, give them a number, write it down. Okay, so first of all, what we want to do is we want to clear the energy around the debt. So for you to write down, even if it takes you time to know exactly, we might have credit card debt, we might have loans out, we might have a car loan out, we might have what other, mortgage debt, whatever, you know what I mean. So just write it down. Write down exactly. Get your exact figure of debt right here, right now. And what I invite you to do, and anyone else on the call, is write down that number. Put it on a page and write the number pretty big on the page. And then I want you to tune into that number. And if you know it off the top of your head, Rachel, I don't want you to share that obviously on live, but if you do have it on the top of your head, just let me know a yes or a no. And we could actually do some guided tapping around it, because what we want to do is we want to see the charge that debt actually brings up. And I know I did this exercise myself at one point, and it's amazing what it actually can bring up for us to clear. Okay. So yes, okay. So if you're open to doing some tapping, this is obviously the way the session is to go, and this is great because it's great to have live interaction. It makes them much more practical as well. And I hope I won't keep you too long. You know me, I'll get carried away. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, Rachel, is just take a look at that figure on the page. If you can write it down, if you can't write it down, just close your eyes. Think about that debt now. How does that debt make you feel in your body? Okay. Okay. So how does the debt make you feel in your body? Does it make you feel sad, anxious, stressed out, worried, panicky? How does it make you feel? And just write down the thoughts and emotions that are coming up for you. Heavy and burdened. Okay, great. I don't mean great, but I mean great that you have specified how it makes you feel. Okay, so heavy and burdened. Right, so now what I want you to do, and anybody else listening, if you have debt, just follow along and do what I'm doing here. So for the example of Rachel, it makes her feel heavy and burdened, which, you know, that's a human emotion to feel. Right, so now I want you to find out, or to locate, where in your body does that heavy and burdened energy, where are you carrying it in your body? How does it feel? You know, when you say heavy, describe that heaviness even more accurately. Is it like a heavy sack of potatoes? Is it like a heavy, those stone weights? Sometimes when I've tuned into heavy energy, it's almost like those heavy stone weights that you would see, you know, several years ago. Tune into it. Describe it. What colour is it? Okay? And if you're open to sharing that, just please do, and we can be more specific then for your tapping. And just rate on a scale of 0 to 10, how high is it for you? And if there's emotions coming up, that's great. It may be uncomfortable, but it's great, because you know at this stage it's up and out, and leaving space for more vibration, high vibration to come into you. They're carrying around bags of coal and poking your neck, shoulders and back. Okay, so let's do some tapping, Rachel. Even though, and I'm going to assume it's a number 10 for the purposes of the video here, even though I have a number 10 heaviness and a burdened feeling poking down into my neck, shoulders and back, and it's pushing down on my head, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I'm giving out to myself for having this debt. Maybe I feel incompetent. Maybe I'm judging myself as not being able to manage money right. But I choose to let this heavy energy go now. I deeply and completely love and accept every single part of me. Even though I have debt now, and you can mention the figure out loud if you can, and if this brings up tears and emotions, just keep tapping through it. It's like carrying around a bag of coal that's poking into my neck, my shoulders and my back. It's pressure in my head to keep performing, to keep working, to keep going at a pace that sometimes I just can't keep up with. And it's burdening me. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to be free of this financial debt? I deeply and completely love and accept every single decision I made. Now, tapping through the points. What if I can be grateful that I've been given this credit? What if I can be grateful to know that the banks trusted me as an honest, authentic person to pay back this debt? But I'm telling myself a story that I'm not good with money, maybe, that I can't handle money, that it's too hard to keep bringing it in working by myself. It's not easy. Carrying this silent burden within me. Nobody knows what feelings this brings up, because to the outside world I have it all together. But deep inside there's some critical thoughts towards myself, critical thoughts maybe towards some people around me, and a big responsibility on my back. Pressure in my head. Pressure in my head to keep coming up with ideas as to how to attract income in my business. And sometimes I just feel like giving up. But I'm not giving up, because I'm stronger than that. I choose to let this heavy bag of black coal release from my energy system now. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just allow this heavy burden to lift and lighten from my body, from my head, my neck, my shoulders, my back? And just ask yourself, Rachel, what colour do you need to come in to lift and lighten all that energy in your body? And just imagine, instead of that heaviness and that burden and that pressure, what energy, what feeling would you like instead of that? And that feeling that you would like instead, what colour does that represent for you? And just keep breathing in and out. And just let that colour come in through the top of your crown, down through your head, into your brain, into any areas of your brain where you're running negative beliefs around money, where you're holding subconscious hereditary energy that's not even yours, beliefs from ancestors that you may have inherited. And just allow that colour to move deep into any darkness of your brain, your head that feels pressure, moving it all the way down your neck, your shoulders, lifting and lightening, letting that bag of coal off your back. It's time to let it go now. It's not serving you from carrying that bag of coal, that darkness, whatever you're associating with it. And just keep bringing in the colour, allowing it to move down into every single cell of your body, all of the organs, into your heart, and just notice any sadness, maybe any self-criticism, blame, shame. Just tune in. What does that look like and feel like? And just allow that energy to keep moving into every single cell of your body. Moving all the way down your stomach, your hips, down into your base, your spine. Allow it to move up and down your spine, the spinal area that supports your body. Spinal area that can be affected by carrying those heavy energetic bags of coal or whatever other emotional baggage that we tend to carry. It's time to let it go now, Rachel. It's safe for me to let this go. It's safe for me to let all of this emotions around my debt go. And what if I can know that perhaps another way can come in for me to pay this debt off? The universe can bring money in from several different sources, but maybe I've just been closed off and looking at one point of view. So what if I can ask the universe now to support me to letting go of this fear, this stress, this anxiety, this panic, this shame, and any other emotions associated to my debt, to release it and let it go now, to bring me peace of mind, body and spirit, so that I can open up my energetic field to attract more money into my life. Wouldn't it be great to have the freedom of more money in my life? Oh, how amazing it would be to set up my art studio. And I know it's possible. I choose to focus on the possibilities of setting up my amazing art studio and supporting other people as I choose. What if I can start getting excited about this and allow my mind to relax now? Allow my mind to bring in creative ideas to help me to attract more financial wealth into my life. So just take a deep breath in and blow it all the way out. And while you're releasing the energy, make sure you drink plenty of water. So now I just ask you, Rachel, or anyone else tapping along to this, how has that changed for you? How are you feeling now? How is the tune into that black heavy bag of coal, the heaviness, the pressure in your head? Just see what has changed. You can just let me know. It was a number 10. How does it feel now for you? Okay, I see we have another, I was just going to say we have another live viewer. We're gone again. And if this is bringing up emotions, again, it's all good. It's all good, because you see, you know, we can get stressed out, anxious, even that heavy feeling of depression can come in, which is all about, well, it's not all about, but a contributory factor is depressing our emotions and not processing them. About a 5 was getting anxiety, hard to breathe but cleared. Wow. Okay, so let's do some on that. Is this something new for you, Rachel, anxiety attack? Have you had them before? I know this is asking you a lot now on a live stream, but you don't underestimate how this helps other people watching this. Do not, because I know anxiety was a familiar feeling for me. Okay, so I'll just tap, just put your hand on your heart. Breathe in and out. Had them before. Okay. Now this point, Rachel, I'm going to show you. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. Okay. Now the key, you see, if I was working one-to-one with you, I would find out the origin of those anxiety attacks and see what's underneath them. So obviously, while what we're doing can clear a lot, there's deeper layers to be healed and removed. So just, you see on my hand here, just imagine there's a V there. There's what we call the oh crikeys, I'm gone brain dead. That's amazing. I've said this word so many times, it's gone out and the point there on our hand where we tap for, that's good for calming down anxiety. That's one that you can calm down. The triple warmer point links to the heart as well. Got one the other day going to rugby where my dad, okay. So this seems to me like this is bringing up a lot of grief for you. Okay. So what I'm going to do, if you're okay to stay, and if you're not, I'm going to go into tapping for grief now, because this can happen. It can change from one thing to another. Perfectly normal in the tapping. Okay. So right. Okay, so I won't ask you too many more personal questions now on live stream, but this is another one. Don't know if you're familiar. Just inside the wrist, very calming as well. Okay, so I'm going to go straight in. Okay, I feel like I was having an anxiety attack. You're doing really well, and I appreciate you, Rachel, being on this call and putting your comments in, because as I say, this will help others. Okay. Okay. So I got a panic attack the other day, going to the rugby where my dad would have been. It brought up so much sadness and loss, so much emotion, so much connection with my dad, because I miss him so much. I miss him so much and I haven't processed my grief fully. So when I'm triggered by something that reminds me of him, I get anxious and panicky and really sad. But what if I can let this anxiety go now? It's safe for me to let this anxiety go now. I choose to bring in calm, cooling energy. I choose to allow my body to relax. And at this stage, I would ask your heart and where you're holding the grief, what colour does your body need to come in to lift and lighten that grief, and what would you want instead of that grief? So just keep bringing the colour in, and I just keep tapping, okay? All of this unresolved grief in my heart and soul. I miss him so much. I've stuffed my grief down because it's too much for me to process in one go. And I'm being triggered at the rugby. But maybe this anxiety is showing me that my mind, body and spirit are out of balance. Oh, I went there for a second. I hope that didn't go off. Showing that my mind, body and spirit are out of balance. What if I can commit myself today to allow myself to process more of this grief for my dad? Because I know he wants me to be at peace. He wants me to be happy. He's here with me right now. All of this heartache and loss and pain. Too much for my heart and my body to handle in one go. But today it's time to let more of it go. It's safe for me to let this grief go. Because maybe by letting this grief go, it will open up my communication with my dad in a different way. Allowing my body to be calm and relaxed. Bringing in pink healing energy into my heart. Allowing it to expand deep into my heart. To radiate out into every cell of my heart, the arteries, my chest and lungs. It's time for me to breathe freely now. It's time for me to breathe in life easier. I deserve to be at peace. I deserve to be happy and free. Because that's what my dad would want for me. And just allowing myself to lift and lighten and calm every single cell of my body. Sending love to my heart. Sending love to my dad. Knowing that I can talk to him anytime. So just take a deep breath in and blow it all the way out. And you see how working on our money can bring up other stories. And this is what I love about energy work. We think money is just about the paper, the cards, the coins. There's so much more to it. It's an energy, and there are layers and layers of healing to be done around our money story. And I will be doing, I'm not going to commit to doing these live streams every single day. I may not do them at the weekend, but I certainly plan to be back in here again tomorrow. So if there's anyone else watching the replay, I would love for you to join me, or if you listen to the replays, please comment, please share, because you can see the power of how this work can benefit someone, and I'm doing general work here, but it's amazingly powerful when we work one-to-one and go into the core issues and really bring them up and bring them out for healing. And remember that by working on yourself, you're also working for, if you have children, your grandchildren, all that lineage, because we're all connected. And the higher that every one of our vibrations become, it affects the whole energy of the world. So by working on ourselves, even for a few minutes every day, we're contributing to Mother Earth being a better place for everyone to live. So it's powerful stuff. So Rachel, if you're still there, can you just let me know, how are you feeling now? I hope that has helped you. I actually, do you know, I'm actually going to start doing, yeah, I need to start doing something else in my business now that I'm doing this. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. So, you told your brother that you'd enough and thought about stopping art. So tune into that now. How does that feel for you now, Rachel? Do you feel like stopping art now? Good as going out when it's a constant uphill struggle. Okay, so think of that uphill struggle, Rachel. Think of it. No, no, you're not going to give up the art, is it? Okay, and you see, by doing these live streams, Rachel, we're going to keep moving energy. So you know, okay, I love your work. Okay, so we'll do a little bit around on that now. So just tune in. Just let me know about the anxiety, the feeling of anxiety and grief. How is that now? Before I move on, and I'll do something around the uphill struggle, because you know, I've started a business. I know what that feels like. I don't allow it to be a struggle anymore. Trying to go forward and grow. Okay. So it's no accident that you're on these live streams. Right. And the good news is September is only starting, so we have lots more to do, Rachel. The anxiety is much less. Okay, great. So let's just ask your body now before I do any more tapping. I actually feel that you need to ground yourself as well now. So just quickly bring in a colour. Grief is an ongoing process. Yes, it is. And grief affects people in different ways. And I have to say, grief has been one of my biggest life challenges. And it was only when I found EFT and energy work that I healed my grief. I would not have been able to go on a live stream here and talk about grief if I had not resolved my own grief. And I know that I'm to share that at some point. I'll do something specifically on grief another day, because I do believe that that's what I'm here to do as well in some way or form. I won't go into my story now because I'll go off on a tangent, but I know exactly how difficult it can be to process grief. But the good news is we don't have to hold on to it for years and years. I did, but we don't have to. And there can be other stuff underneath that, beliefs from society and all sorts of things. So I'm going to just check in to see if you're grounded, Rachel. I almost get a sense that you're not fully grounded at the moment. So just imagine roots coming from your feet. Bring in a colour and just imagine roots coming. Bring the colour down into your body, down into your feet. Imagine your feet being pulled into the ground. Notice if there's roots on those, roots on the base of your feet. Notice how strong are they, if they're strong, brittle, weak, whatever. Keep bringing in the colour, bring them down to the centre of the earth, into your earth star, and just bring up whatever energy your body needs right up through those roots up through your legs, your hips, to keep you grounded, to keep you supported. I just feel almost that energetically you kind of took a bit of a leap out of your body, and that can happen when we're doing energy work, particularly, you know, deep stuff like the loss of a dad. Okay, so I will just go straight in. Just give you a minute now. Just let me know when you're okay to do a little bit more tapping. And just continue breathing in and out. And another simple way, if you don't feel grounded, is just to gently, ever so gently, just bring the energy slowly down into our bodies, because we can get stuck in our heads and be quite disconnected from the rest of our bodies, and then we find it hard to make clear decisions, to attract abundance of all sorts into our lives, and go into overwhelm and fear. And it is an ongoing process. So just gently ground yourself. That feels better from this end now. Just let me know, did that resonate with you, Rachel? Did the grounding help you? Because actually, before I do any of my sessions, I ground people, and okay, yes. So can I scroll up now to see what you said? Okay, so we will just go and do another round of tapping. The struggle is financially trying to go forward and grow. This massive financial struggle, the struggle to have money to invest in what I want for my business, to invest in, I've got yellow as the colour, and the roots feel stronger. Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, and yellow is all about the solar plexus, about self-confidence, self-esteem. Yeah, so being confident in you as an artist, being confident in you in moving forward in your business, and very important to surround ourselves with like-minded people who get what it's like for the ups and the downs and the circles and all sorts in being self-employed. So, okay, so I just go straight in. This financial struggle, and I'm going to assume it's a number 10, this number 10 financial struggle. It's so hard. I'm tired of it. I'm worn out. It's a massive responsibility for me to generate income, to keep my passion, to keep my art alive. But what if I can start looking a bit more at the benefits that my clients are getting from my art? The art that will stay alive for generations to come, can be handed down through generations, can be framed in people's homes. So exciting that their animals can be there long after they may have even passed. What an amazing gift it is for me to be able to create such amazing art. And maybe I've been underestimating myself. Maybe I've been underestimating how good I am at my art. Maybe I've been underestimating what a good businesswoman I am. So what if from today I can open up my heart to receive more support? There's support out there that doesn't have to cost me money, until such time as I can pay for whatever I choose. And for now, what if I can start changing my relationship with money and be grateful for every single penny I have? I choose to be grateful for my home, my food, my clothes, my art materials, everything associated with my business. I choose to send love and gratitude to every single cent that comes into my business. I choose to be grateful and pay respect to money when I can buy products, services, and anything else I choose. So maybe I can get excited now about changing my relationship with my money and start becoming best friends with money. How exciting does that feel? I choose to let this struggle energy leave my body now. And I choose to commit to working on my money story every single day. And I choose to tune into the live streams and get support with tapping and whatever else comes up, and give myself the gift of that time, the gift for me, the gift so that I can help bring my gifts to the world. Because sometimes artists and energy workers may believe it's not spiritual to have money, but in fact it's quite the opposite. Money is energy. Money loves fun. Money loves circulation. So what if I can start having fun with money now? I choose to start having fun and love and appreciation for every single cent, and know that I have everything it takes to clear my debt much faster than maybe I can think. How does it get any better than this? And what else is possible? So just take a deep breath in, blow it all the way out. And I will be doing more about the relationship with money. There's so much material, and we can do that. Actually, I'll take a note and that's my topic for tomorrow. I had it to one side today, but we trust that whatever happens in these live streams is exactly perfect in the moment. So just take a minute, Rachel, and just let me know, how does that feel now? How are you feeling? Tune into that struggle that you were feeling, that slow uphill struggle sense that I was getting. How does it feel now? Thinking about moving your business forward. I will be doing some visualizations as well. Went with the flow and it feels much lighter. Great. Okay. So, what I recommend, Rachel, is anything that's left now, just keep tapping, keep bringing in the colour, not as heavy. Okay. So just tune into what's left. What's left? What number is it? We'll do one more round. What's left? What number is it? What shape is it? We'll just bring a bit more ease to you. I could do this all day, so it doesn't bother me. And, maybe, just to tune in and say, how can I make my business easier? What can I do to bring fun into my business to make it easier? Because I know at one stage I was getting caught up in the heaviness of having to learn the technical stuff, but I'm so glad I did, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be on these live streams. And it was like learning a foreign language, and so it's about, but it was very much that I need this to be light, because I'm done with struggle. So it needs to be fun, it needs to be light. About a 3. You're too funny. Yeah, I try and bring in the humour. It comes out. So glad I made someone laugh today. It's actually funny, these live streams are good when you have somebody on interacting, because you do pick up a certain amount of the energy. It's also not my baggage. Same side, same pain. Been there a while, so I'm not surprised. Okay, so it's not your baggage, right? So you see, this could be. Yeah, so if you know it's not your baggage, Rachel, then just ask the question, whose is this? Is this mine, or does it belong to somebody else? See what comes up for you. Is this mine, or does it belong to somebody else? Not all my baggage. So we say, for example, so again, what percentage of it is mine and what percentage of it is somebody else's? And what you can do with process what's not yours first, what you can do is you can imagine that energy going up in a balloon and it taking off into the universe. Or maybe you can imagine it going into a box, handing it back to whoever it is with love and consciousness, knowing that it's going to transmute into a higher energy. That's one simple way. There are other ways, but that's one I'll share with you. Is just imagine it going off. There may be cords that need to be cut as well, but just writing notes here. Okay. So again, just visualize that energy releasing from your body, going off into a balloon or a box, or whatever way your energy system. 60% yours. Okay. So what's left of yours, what I would say is, again, describe the energy. What does it feel like? What does it look like? And now just bring in whatever colour your body needs to lift and lighten that energy. Just keep bringing in the colour, and we'll just tap. Because underneath all of this, there is a limiting belief running. There's a limiting belief running. So we won't get into that for today. Okay. So for now, just bring in whatever colour you need now to lift and lighten, to allow yourself to feel calm and relaxed for the evening, and to bring joy and laughter and fun and lightness and playfulness into your body. Red, okay, and red is about grounding. Red is also about passion, about moving forward in your business. It's a lovely affirmation actually to go with red, and we shall take it out and do it. So this is red, Rachel, okay, and red is about courage, perseverance, passion, love, survival. So again, the base chakra is linked to survival, is linked to money, attention. It can bring inspiration and success. There you go. So you have it all, Rachel, within you. It's just to keep removing the layers bit by bit, and within no time, who knows what the universe will bring for you. Okay, so the affirmation that goes with this, and we can tap in just on the collarbone here. With red, I have the courage to move forward. How appropriate, Rachel. You couldn't make this stuff up. With red, I have courage to move forward. With red, I have courage to move forward. With red, I have courage to move forward. I'm getting excited now because I know I have more support. I'm getting excited now because I can do this. And if you haven't already registered, actually, Aisling Mooney and Marcia Regan are doing a Link into Your Soul Purpose tonight. I don't know if you've seen that on their page. I have it shared on my business page. It's on at 8 o'clock tonight, Irish time. It may be good for you to tune into that, Rachel. It's a masterclass where they will channel energy about soul purpose. So maybe if you have the time, I'm sure there'll be a recording if you can't listen to that live. Check out my business page. I have it linked on that. So that just comes to mind maybe for you to register for as well. Okay, so I choose to get passionate. I choose to persevere. It's too soon for me to give up. I'm not giving up. Maybe I just need to rest a little. Maybe I just need to have a bit of stillness to bring clarity into what my next steps are. Maybe I just need to look after myself a bit more. I choose to persevere. I am a survivor, and I choose to allow inspiration and ideas that bring success to come to me. With red, I have the courage to move forward, step by step. Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't have to know about next week, next month, next year. All I choose to do is being present right now and asking the universe, what is my right next step? And celebrate all that I have achieved so far, knowing that I am amazing. I am gifted. I am brilliant. So take a deep breath in, Rachel. Blow it all the way out. And just let me know how you're feeling now. Now tomorrow I plan to be on live stream. It will be in the afternoon. It will definitely be after 12 sometime, but I'll put up the notice on my page and in the group as to when I'm going live tomorrow. Excellent. Okay, brilliant. So celebrate, go do a happy dance, dance about, shake it out and drink some water. Make sure you drink plenty of water, Rachel, to keep the energy flowing. And for anybody else who's watching this replay, tapping along, you're going to gain borrowed benefits. Actually, I'll put that up on my or never call me amazing, brilliant, or gifted before. Yeah, you see, I kind of figured you didn't. And how does that feel to call yourself that? Amazing. Brilliant. Yeah, you see, because us Irish ladies in particular, and crikeys, I know it myself, I wouldn't even take a compliment. You know, I'd get all embarrassed and shuffled and anxious and crikeys, things. You see, it's this mind here, it's these thoughts and beliefs that we need to master. And I'm much better than I was, I tell you. So that is brilliant. And I hope that you'll join me again tomorrow, Rachel. And even if you want to listen to this replay again, you can, and tap along, write down what comes up for you. And if memories or thoughts or emotions come up later on this evening, know that they're coming up for your highest good. They need to come up and come out of that system so that you can bring freedom. Money in the brain. Yeah. Well, we'll do more money clearing, because I'm determined myself now. I have more work to do in that myself. So thanks for joining me. Feel free to share this if you feel you know anybody who may benefit. And I will be back in tomorrow. Definitely will be the afternoon. It could be 1ish, 2ish. Monkey. Oh, monkey. Oh yeah, monkey brain. Absolutely. And I don't know. Autocorrect. Yeah. Autocorrect can be, yeah. So monkey brain. Yeah, I did a little bit of that on the inner critic and that. So I'll be tapping around beliefs and whatever comes up on these live streams, and As you can see, today is perfect. So have a great evening, Rachel. Thanks for making this really enjoyable for me. And I'm glad that you feel amazing now. So keep telling yourself how amazing you are. And let's get our money stories and our businesses rocking. Okay, thanks, Rachel. We'll see you soon. Bye.